Every morning you forget your medicine. It might seem small, but for someone over 70, it could be the day memory loss begins and could mean losing their independence. After age 60, memory decline is not just about forgetfulness. It makes you prone to forget important things for staying healthy. And that, right there, shaves years off the life you truly deserve. In this video, we're going to explore 4 silent dangers keeping many from reaching that 80-year milestone and how you can prevent them to keep your memory sharp and your heart healthy for more time with loved ones. If you have ever worried you have started being forgetful or have seen your parents, your friends quietly change, this video might be a gentle nudge and perhaps a chance to make some changes. And if you know someone who is also gradually slowing down due to poor memory, please share this video with them. Because maybe, just maybe, something you share today could keep them with you a little longer. So let's dive right in. Let's start with our first point. Let's explore the severe consequences of forgetting to take medicine daily. One forgotten pill will not kill you immediately, but it could be why your heart stops beating one unexpected morning. Have you ever looked at your pill bottle and suddenly not remembered if you took it this morning? For many people over 70, taking medicine daily becomes second nature. But this very familiarity can make us careless, leading to those quiet moments of forgotten doses, and then slowly, illnesses, once stable, can creep back more silently and dangerously. For older folks, memory often fades bit by bit. Simple things like, did I take my medicine? Or is this pill for morning or night? Can easily become tricky gaps to fill. And when doses are missed, especially blood pressure, heart, or diabetes medication, the effects aren't instant, but they build up daily. Rising blood pressure, unnoticed, fluctuating blood sugar, silently damaged blood vessels. These are all paths towards stroke or heart failure later in life. A report from the American Heart Association shows, in people aged 65 and older, skipping regular medication boosts the risk of hospitalization by up to 44% due to cardiovascular complications. And sadly, most times it's not on purpose, just simply forgetfulness. Mr. Samuel Clark, 81, from Albany, New York, was once very careful with medications. But after his wife passed, he lived alone, and gradually some mornings he wasn't sure if he'd taken his dose. One time, he forgot his blood pressure medicine 3 days straight, and the result was a hypertensive crisis, landing him in hospital. After that, his son bought him a daily pill organizer. Each morning he just opens the right slot, no second guessing. Since then, he has not missed a single dose. You can also start small, preparing a weekly pill box, setting phone reminders, or having a loved one give a quick morning call. Those simple actions not only help you stay on track with treatment, but are also a way to preserve your memory longer. Because each time you remember the right thing, your brain gets a gentle workout too. Because health after 70 isn't about grand gestures, but in each small pill, remembered right, taken right. And memory is similar. It'll stick around longer if you actively look after it daily. And if you think, I am old, little sleep is fine, then perhaps you are overlooking silent reasons causing memory to fade faster than even illness itself. Every night of insufficient sleep does not just make you tired. It's actually step-by-step shrinking your brain until you might even forget your own grandchild's name. After age 70, many people get used to restless nights, not sleeping deeply or waking midnight, unable to fall back asleep. Initially, you might think, I am old, little sleep is enough. But truth is, prolonged sleep deprivation doesn't just make you tired daily. It's a direct cause of memory decline. Deep sleep is when the brain clears out toxins, reorganizes memories, and solidifies our ability to remember. With chronic insomnia, the hippocampus, the brain's memory storage center, gradually gets damaged. Over time, remembering names, tasks, even familiar daily details, all starts to become quite hazy. You start forgetting where things are, why you entered a room, or might mix up today with yesterday. According to research from the University of California, Berkeley, older adults sleeping under 6 hours per night show significant shrinkage in brain areas tied to short and long-term memory. Worryingly, this decline happens silently. Many only realize it when it is too late, when memory is already slipping uncontrollably. Ms. Eleanor Green, 79, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, used to get only 4 to 5 hours nightly, saying, "I'm used to waking early." She often forgot her grandkids' names, mixed up pill times, and sometimes repeated questions in the morning. After her doctor explained the sleep-memory link, she made adjustments. TV off earlier, no tea after 3 p.m., and a consistent bedtime daily. After nearly a month, she found her mind clearer, recalled story details again, and no longer felt disoriented upon waking. You can't force deep sleep, but you can create conditions for it to come naturally. A quiet room, soft lighting, gentle music, or a real book instead of a phone screen, all are gentle yet effective ways to help your brain truly rest. Because memory isn't only nourished by supplements or brain exercises, but also by nights of complete sleep, where every nerve cell gets recharged after a long day. If you are still watching and find these insights helpful, why not drop a 2 in the comments below to let me know? And if you haven't already, hitting that subscribe button and the bell means you won't miss out on new videos. Your support genuinely helps us keep creating helpful and inspiring content. And if nighttime is when memory is nourished, then daytime is when it needs training so it doesn't fade away over time. Every time you skip recalling an acquaintance's name, your brain is losing a connection. And at some point, you might not even know who you are anymore. Many older people often sigh, "I'm old, forgetting is normal." But when you accept forgetfulness as just a given, you're letting memory slip away faster than you realize. The fact is, the brain keeps changing, even at 70, 80. And if you don't exercise it regularly, memory-related areas weaken, just like unused muscles. Memory doesn't just decline on its own. It declines based on our daily habits. When you stop challenging your brain, stop learning new things, stop recalling small daily tasks, the neural pathways, synapses in your brain start getting lazy. Consequently, the brain reacts slower, remembers less, and processes poorly. That's the groundwork for mild cognitive impairment. And if not caught and addressed early, it can progress to dementia. A long-term Columbia University study showed older adults who engage in memory exercises like crosswords, learning new words, or daily journaling protect brain function up to 32% more than those who just watch TV or sit idly. Mr. Michael Sanders, 84, from Salt Lake City, Utah, once thought learning or writing was no longer necessary. But after forgetting a few familiar names, he grew concerned. His daughter suggested he jot down 3 things he did each day in a small notebook. From there, he grew more engaged, noting recipes, writing letters, and learning basic Spanish. Amazingly, after just 2 months, he felt mentally sharper. His memory noticeably improved. And crucially, he no longer dreaded forgetting things. You don't need advanced studies or complex tasks. Just 10 minutes daily to jot down a small plan, recall an old memory, or read some poetry. Your brain gets a workout. And maintaining this habit is the simplest way to keep your memory with you long term. Because when your mind is sharp, you not only remember loved ones, but you also hold on to yourself, complete, clear, and with dignity in life's final chapters. And even if you remember everything but have no one to share it with, that memory too will gradually fade. When you have no one to talk to, not only does memory fade, but your will to live can also disappear. That's when you might not want to get up in the morning anymore. You could eat well, sleep right, take meds regularly, but if you live day after day in silence, with no one for conversation or connection, your memory will still decline. Because the human brain isn't wired for loneliness. And for seniors, loneliness doesn't just bring sadness. It can also make memory centers in the brain shrink faster than you'd think. Major U.S. studies, including from the University of Chicago, show chronic loneliness increases the risk of cognitive decline by 30–40% in people over 70. Without regular social interaction, the brain doesn't get exercised through conversations, attention, or emotional responses. Gradually, you might get confused easily, repeat phrases, and start forgetting familiar daily details. What's important is you don't have to live alone to feel lonely. Some live with family but feel unheard, unasked after, and can slip into mental isolation, which wears down the mind bit by bit. Ms. Martha Johnson, 80, from San Diego, California, was once very lively and cheerful. But after her husband passed and her daughter moved away, she gradually socialized less. She said, "Some days I don't say a word for 24 hours." A few months later, she started forgetting neighbors' names, unsure if she'd eaten breakfast. Her doctor diagnosed early signs of cognitive decline, so her daughter signed her up for an online book club for seniors. Each week, she chatted with her group of friends via Zoom. After 3 months, her memory improved, and crucially, she felt alive again. You can do this too. Start with a call to an old friend, join a gentle online class, or simply invite a neighbor for afternoon tea. Those brief chats, shared looks, laughter, they're like fresh nourishment for your brain every day. Because keeping your memory isn't just in your head, it's in your heart. The more connected, the more loved, the longer you can stay sharp. No one knows how long they will live, but anyone can live longer by not ignoring the small things. Memory isn't lost in a single day. It fades. Each time you forget medicine, each restless night's sleep, each day spent without talking to anyone, and every time you think, "It's just age, this is normal." But the truth is, memory decline isn't inevitable. It's a sign, a wake-up call, a chance to start caring for yourself again, beginning with the smallest things. Today you can start. Take medicine on time, take a 50-minute walk outside, call an old friend, or try recalling 5 happy memories. Those small things are how you hold on to each year of life. If this video made you pause a moment, think of a loved one lost, or perhaps worry about yourself, please feel free to share a thought below. And if you know someone who's also forgetful, but maybe no one's mentioned this to them, consider gently sharing this video. Thank you for staying with us until the very end. May you keep your memory, not just to find your way home, but to always remember you still want to live and live long with those you love.